Welcome back to another review of The Bad Batch. This time, episode 4, Cornered. We're stepping back from the greater picture and spending a little personal time with the Bad Batch in this one. Starting off in episode 4, the crew is on the run. With a lack of credits, being low on rations, and in desperate need to cover their tracks, they seek refuge on the planet Pantora. The Clone Wars nostalgia just keeps coming. Once on the planet's surface, Tech and Wrecker show us the compromises to their morality that they are willing to make for the group's greater protection. First, Wrecker threatens a spaceport attendant to pass check-in, only to end up having to bribe him. Even after coughing up some credits, the attendant still proceeds to spill the beans on the group's whereabouts to someone over his communication systems. We then get our first animated appearance of the bounty hunter Fennec Shand. Fennec is originally featured in Season 2 of the Mandalorian series. Again, and with this character model specifically, I cannot put enough praise on the model makers and animation team working on this show. Ming-Na Wen's vocal performance is absolutely outstanding throughout as well. The team is then broken up into two groups. Tech and Wrecker stay behind to work on the ship, while Hunter, Echo, and Omega go into town in search of supplies. Back at the ship with Tech and Wrecker, we see an interpretation of the brains and brawn trope as they begin repairs. While walking through the city streets, we are reminded yet again of the propaganda of the new empire. Citizens celebrate the end of the Republic, the end of the Clone Wars, and the beginning of a new era. It's interesting to see how on Seleucami, back in episode 2, the Empire was requiring citizens to register for their chain codes. But here, on Pantora, a wealthier system, the Empire opts to incentivize chain codes by exchanging their invalid currency for Imperial credits, thanks to their generosity. Arriving at a merchant stand, Hunter attempts to barter in order to obtain credits. After a brief back and forth between Hunter and Echo about Echo's worth, Hunter decides to utilize Echo's disguise to their advantage and settles on the price of 3,000 credits. Following Echo, we then meet a group of astromech droids along with a protocol droid that Echo is tasked to supervise. Omega, after chasing a cart to retrieve her clone trooper doll, becoming separated from Hunter, finds herself in the company of a friendly stranger, Fennec. Though we as the audience know Fennec's intentions are not pure, we still see her show compassion for Omega by stealing fruits so that she can have something to eat. She tells Omega that it's okay to break the rules sometimes, which again harkens back to the beginning of the episode where we see the compromises one is willing to make. Fennec is a neutral party, interested only in that which benefits her. I think it's safe to say that the Kaminoans are most likely the client behind this particular bounty on Omega. They have been shown to be one of, if not the only parties interested in retrieving her. Hunter inevitably tracks down Omega and Fennec. It's kind of his thing. They don't call him Hunter for no reason. This leads to a standoff with Omega leaving the scene in hopes to escape and regroup with the Bad Batch. Coming back to Tech and Echo, Tech hacks the city surveillance system to aid Hunter and Wrecker in the pursuit of Omega. Meanwhile, Echo rallies the group of droids to finish the ship's repairs in their heightened state of urgency. Hunter then shows off some intense piloting abilities after hijacking a speeder bike to catch up with Omega and Fennec. This chase scene puts you on the edge of your seat. All in all, I thought this was yet another incredible episode, and I can't wait to come back for episode 5. That's all we have for you this time. If you haven't seen our other reviews for episode 1 through 3, check the links in the description. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back at it again next week for episode 5. But until then, may the Force be with you.